Whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the Nut Sniffers are here. They're going to be here for a while. If you look back in the times of UFC, there's been different styles that have emerged. You got the karate with the Conor McGregors, the Wonder Boys, the Lyotos, which, that took a while to figure out. Now you got the wrestlers. And no one's figured it out for a while, man. They've been dominating. And if you look at some of these rankings here in the UFC, you got some of the... Oh, this has to be updated. But you got some of the Nut Sniffers that are just dominating. I wouldn't consider Islam in that category because Islam doesn't just hold and pray. You know what I mean? But it's interesting on what's going to happen. Like, is it just going to be wrestlers dominating the UFC from here on out? And how are these people going to stop it? Like, if you look at this division, Islam, man, who's he supposed to fight after? If Arman can't beat him, he's going to dominate that as long as he wants. Bilal, do I see anybody beating Bilal here? Shavkat, but Bilal could beat him. I think Bilal's a little underrated. I think people think that he's just a hold and pray guy, but hey, his jab was on point against Leon Edwards, who is an incredible striker. You got Duplessis, who is another grappler, but Duplessis, he gets in there and he's throwing hands, so he's not really in the same category. But the point is, like, are strikers dying in the UFC? That's what I'm wondering. You gotta have a strong grappling game if you want to be legit. We just saw Sean O'Malley. Where is Merab in these rankings? Why is he not even in here? That's weird. But take out Sean O'Malley. Merab's took his spot. Like, what's going to happen here? Umar, if Umar beats Merab, Umar's another grappler. He's got a good striking, though, but what do you guys think? How long is wrestling going to dominate UFC? I think it's going to be a while. It's a hard technique to figure out. Like, you gotta be really good at getting back up to your feet, stuffing these takedowns. Dustin Poirier was looking pretty good against Islam, but you saw, like, Islam's a good striker, right? But when he gets in there with another guy that's a good striker, he's gonna strike for as long as he can, but once it gets hot in there where he's taking some shots and he doesn't want to do that anymore, he's going to revert back to his grappling. We saw it. Like, the moments where Dustin actually had a chance was when Islam was willing to stand and bang with him. But Khabib was yelling at him, wrestle, man. Like, that's what we're here to do. You're here to win, not to put on a show for the fans. And he threw that Darson. Well, first he had that slick ankle pick on Dustin, and then he threw the Darson, and boom, game over. Like, the point is, when these guys need a grapple, of course they're going to grapple. Same with Topuria. Who's he got next? Max. Like, I guarantee you in that fight, if Max is throwing some heavy shots on him and piecing him up, he's just going to grapple him. Max can't hang with his grappling. Same with Pantoja, another really good grappler. He's more of a jiu-jitsu guy, though, but the wrestling is here to dominate. And look at some of these. Let's go through some of these weight classes. Like, if Alex beats Khalil Roundtree and then he gets Ankalev, if Ankalev can actually beat this guy, they're taking over for sure. Like, that's the one striker that I'm like, can a wrestler take him? I don't know. That's the really interesting one here. Alex Pereira is like the last striker standing. Legit. At this point in time, he's the last striker standing. And if Ankalev takes him out, that's going to be interesting. I think that will be the death to the strikers at that point, because Duplessis, like, let's see, who's here? Sean Strickland, I will say Sean Strickland beat him, but Duplessis isn't really like a grappler to the point of these other guys, where Duplessis, like, he just likes to bang, man. And he doesn't revert to his grappling like you would think he would. But against a guy like Sean Strickland has really good takedown defense, so it's a little different than a guy like Sean O'Malley, who just got totally dominated. He looked like he was just a piece of meat out there with a lion. Merab was just doing whatever he wanted to. Oh, there's Merab, number one. But, and same with Grasso. Like, Grasso, her only chance of winning that fight was if Valentina actually wanted to stand there and throw hands with her. But Valentina, being the smart fighter that she is, call it what you want, call it a boring style, whatever. But Valentina said, I don't know if I can beat this girl boxing her, throwing kicks, striking, so I'm just going to wrestle her. And obviously, Grasso's takedown defense is awful. It was complete garbage. So, all Valentina had to do each round was take her to the ground and hold her there. Like, Grasso has okay jiu-jitsu submissions, but not enough to scare anybody. So, yeah, she fought the perfect fight. It was boring, but it was the perfect fight. And then let's see some of these other ones. Bilal, like if Bilal beats Shavkat, I don't think anyone's gonna beat Bilal. He's got a really good jab. Like, he was keeping Leon on his feet the whole time with his jab, to where like Leon couldn't get set up, and if he did, Bilal's just taking him down and slamming him on his head. He legit slammed him on the top of his head. And then Islam's another story. We know Islam's not going nowhere. Topuria, like if Topuria beats Max with grappling, that would be another blow to the strikers, man. Like if Padetta loses and then Holloway loses, if Ilya goes to his grappling, that's the death to the strikers right there. Like, it's over for these strikers. And then Pantoja, I don't really see... Pantoja's beatable, but he's not a grappler. He's not a wrestler like these other guys. He's a grappler, but he's more of a jiu-jitsu guy. So he's kind of in another field. But let's see, like if Ankalev beats him, and then but that won't be for a while. He still has to fight Khalil Roundtree. So we'll just light heavyweight can be its own thing. But heavyweight is John Jones. John Jones is just a different breed. But if you look at all these, like, we're not even talking about her, no one cares about her. But Valentina, she's basically a grappler now. That was a pure grappling fight from her. So we're gonna go ahead and call Shevchenko a grappler. And then we got Wei Li, another grappler. That's two grappler champions. Heavyweight, Jones, he's like in the middle. He does it all. Biretta, that's one striker. Duplessis grappler, that's 3. Bilal 4. 5 for Islam. 6 for Topuria. Merab 7. Wow, that's 7 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 out of the 8 divisions are grappling champions. So if that doesn't tell you that striking is dying, I don't know what to tell you, man. I do not know what to tell you. Alex Beta is like the last one. Max Holloway's got his chance to take the belt, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, Topuria, first of all, his striking is great. He's a great striker. He could easily stand there and win that fight from just striking, but I know if Holloway starts throwing hands on him that he doesn't like, he's going to just grapple him. Max Holloway cannot grapple with Ilya Topuria. Let's be real. The Nut Sniffers are here, man, and they're here to stay. I don't see anybody really taking over like that. In the bantamweight division, what's that one dude's name? He's not even in the top 15. I forgot his name. The guy that's a little zesty. What's his name, man? You know, the dude that just knocked out the guy with one punch? He's like a light-skinned dude. He's like from California or something. I don't know. He looks like a surfer. Paints his nails. And that dude's a legit striker coming up, but like these guys, you can't be just a legit striker. You gotta have legit grappling. You can't even have mid grappling. Like Sean O'Malley's not a bad grappler, but you just see the levels. Like Merab beat him off pure grappling. That's That's how you know that grappling is the legit martial art in MMA right now. It's not striking, it's grappling. But anyways, that's my rant for today, guys. Comment down below, what do you guys think is going to happen? I mean, you think anybody's going to figure out this style? Or you think you just gotta be a legit grappler to compete at the highest level? That's my prediction. Like, if the only way to figure out this style is to flow with it, become a top level wrestler, or at least have, like, you don't even gotta be out there controlling people, but just be good enough to get up back to your feet. You gotta know how to get back to your feet, and you can't stuff every takedown. Like with a guy like Merab, you're not gonna stuff all his takedowns. He's gonna get you down eventually, but how are you gonna get back up? You know what I mean? So yeah, what do you guys think? Comment down. I'm curious, what are people's thoughts? Will this be figured out? Is it going to be run by all grapplers soon? I don't know. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.